I hope you're all well and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd focus on all things rainy days. So living in Manchester, I'm partial to a rainy downpour and it is currently a mix of rain and sunshine here. So I thought I'd do a bit of a mix of outfits, some tips and key items to wear on rainy days today. So just a little bit of everything as a little bit of a guide as well, and just show you guys how to wear certain things, and if there's some things in there that you didn't really think of that you can wear, I will advise on that, and I will also advise on what not to wear as well. So what I'll do is I'll cover all the bases of what to wear. So I'll obviously start with the coat, go on to footwear, accessories. As long as your coat's going to keep you nice and dry, then you're good to go. But I wanted to also show you some outfits that you can wear for those warmer, rainier days as well, because those are the days that really throw me, because I put too many layers on and it's really hot. So I'll show you from real practical, tipping it down, horrendous days to those nicer sunny, showery days. So we've covered all bases. Now, living in the Lake District, it says it in the name, it's a very wet place. So I know all about crazy wet weather, so I'm going to start with the raincoats. So first up is my trusty raincoat from Stutterheim. So Stutterheim is a Swedish brand that specialises in raincoats, and this is one that I've had for a couple years now. It's so well made, you can really tell by the bonded glued seams on here, so there's no rain getting in there, but also it keeps you nice and airy underneath as well because you've got the air vents there. So I love this jacket. This is something that I wear a lot when I'm walking the dog, if it's absolutely tipping it down, and when I'm going walking at home. So I still think it's that really nice stylish jacket, but it's still super practical as well, and it basically goes with pretty much everything. So this is something I wear quite a lot. The only thing I would say is, if I was to buy this again, I would probably get black, because as you can see on there, I have got quite a few marks on it. But the great thing about this fabric, it is easily wipeable. So you just need to get some soap and water on there and then you're good, it's all clean. So this is especially good for those really horrible, wet, blustery days, because you've got a hood, it's too windy to take a brolly, and it fastens right at the top as well. So you're literally just poking out the top and you're super snug and dry. So this is something I'm going to be styling today as well. Because this isn't a very long jacket, I probably would wear more practical bottoms with this type of jacket as well. So like my PU leggings, for instance, and my boots. But again, if it is a day that you want to wear this with showers, you can pop your jeans on with your boots as well. So that is my go-to rain jacket. Absolutely love this piece. They have some gorgeous new designs on there as well. They've got some longer line ones which are beautiful, and they look a little bit more lighter weight, so if that's what you're after, rather than a more structured straight one. Hello. Sorry if you heard that, puppy's here. So yeah, this is such a great brand. Now, it is on the higher price point. This one I think was £130, but if it's something you're going to wear a lot of and you live in a rainy country, I would definitely invest in a proper raincoat, because you know you're going to be kept dry, the sealed seams and the hood as well. Arket also do a lovely longer line version. I think theirs is around £130. And then I have actually ordered a new black one, which is slightly longer. It's more of a trench style with a hood from a brand called Rains, and that was £95. So that's a little bit cheaper. And it's belted as well. It looks so nice, and I was hoping it was going to arrive in time for this video, but it hasn't. So if it arrives while I'm filming, I'll obviously include it in my outfits as well. Sorry if you can hear the tapping, Bruno's just wandering around. I'll pop it on here anyway so you can see. But I think this is a really nice, chic way of wearing a raincoat, especially the belted option as well. That just really cinches you in and kind of gives you a little bit of shape to your outfit. So next up, I thought I'd touch on some water-repellent coats. These type of coats are really good for wearing in quick downpours, nothing too heavy, which you would wear the Rains or the Stutterheim jackets. This one is one you've seen on my YouTube recently anyway, because it's just so cozy and snug, and it's one of my favourites because it's super lightweight as well. So this is my puffer from Mango, and as it says on the label, it is water repellent there. So yeah, this is another one that I wear for dog walking because it is long, and I wear it with my boots because my boots cover up to my knee and then this covers the rest. So you can literally wear anything underneath this because it keeps you super dry. So with this jacket, I usually pop my leggings on with my knee-high boots and just a jumper underneath as well. Depending on how warm it is, you can literally just put a t-shirt underneath and have this on top. So I'll show you a few ways to style this. I'll do the super casual way when I'm like walking Bruno, wearing my leggings, and then something a little bit more formal that you can wear when you're going out in the city or in the countryside, whichever you're doing. So I just think it's a super practical coat, and I love the khaki colour as well. It just gives that super country vibe and I just love it. Another coat that is one of my go-tos for the rainy days is the trench coat. This is a trench that I've had for a good couple of years now, and it's still on ASOS. It must be one of their best sellers because they've kept it on for such a while now and I love it. So this one is 100% cotton. It doesn't actually say that it is waterproof, but I have worn it out in the rain and it does dry super quick because it is a cotton base. Some trenches you can get them with the coating on, but you're going to be paying a more higher price point for those. But if you want that, then that's absolutely fine. I will link some below. But the great thing about this is it does have this cotton stretch layer at the back panel, and the reason I love this is because it is a darker fabric, and when I wear lighter jackets in the rain, I find that a lot of the kickback from the puddles and the water goes onto my trenches and stains it. So I feel like this little back panel is a lifesaver for that because I've not had to clean it once and you can't see any stains on there because it is a darker print. So I think that's a really good feature about this trench. Because it doesn't have a hood, obviously I would use a brolly with this too. And because of the longer length, you can literally wear anything underneath to keep you nice and dry. One thing people do shy away from when it is a rainy day is lighter colours, but don't be afraid of wearing the lighter tones. As long as you've got it in the correct fabric, then you're absolutely fine. This trench, for instance, is a PU trench in this beautiful cream colour. Now, this is one of my most expensive jackets that I've got. This is from Ted Baker. It is so beautifully made. I mean, look at the lining. Everything about this jacket is just absolutely gorgeous, and it's belted as well. So it gives you that really nice feminine silhouette. We've got the beautiful detailing on the cuffs as well. And like I said, the fabric is in a lovely light PU. So this is a great alternative for one of those rainy days where you maybe go in from daytime to night and you want to wear something a little bit more formal. This is one of those coats. So if you do get any splashback on the bottom of the coat from your shoes, you can easily wipe it away. Because this is such a light fabric, I probably wouldn't pair it with anything too dark, just in case it transfers onto it when wet. But I would probably wear this on some lighter showery days rather than the heavy downpours, because it is one of my more expensive items and it's kind of like a special coat, if you will. I will link this below, but I'll find some more cheaper alternatives as well in case you're looking for something like this at a more affordable price point. And then next, we've got another PU jacket in this beautiful burgundy vinyl. This is stunning. I can't wait to show you this on. So this is from Fourth and Reckless and it's part of the Elsa Hosk collection and it is just amazing. I love this coat. I actually can't wait to wear this. I've not worn this out in the rain yet, but I know it's that PU fabric that will be resistant to rain and you're going to be fine wearing this because I've got some trousers that are made from the same fabric. So this again is belted like the Ted Baker one and is long line as well. So this is something I would definitely wear for a date night or going from day to evening. It's just another special, more formal coat that I would wear for those going out days. But I just love it. I think it's so beautiful. It's also a great one for wearing in the city as well because it is lightweight and you're still gonna look super chic wearing this type of style. So if it's one of those really cold days where you do really want to wear one of your warmer coats, I would definitely advise not to wear anything with wool in it. But if you do have a coat which is like which looks like wool, so it's like the acrylic or poly viscose blend, just check the label, then that should be fine to wear, because I have worn one in the past where it hasn't had any wool in it and it's been absolutely fine. This one, for instance, is again from Forth and Reckless, and this is a beautiful navy fleece kind of fabric, and this is from the Georgina Lennon edit, which was all just so dreamy. Oh my gosh, you need to check it out if you haven't, it's stunning. So this is a viscose poly blend, so I would definitely wear this, but also take a brolly out with me, of course. And then I would team it with some maybe leather or PU trousers as well, so you've got that waterproof element within your outfit, but then you've also got this lovely coat to keep you warm as well. Next up is probably the most important if you don't want wet feet, and that is the rain boot. So I personally don't actually own a rain boot. So those are the PVC rubber style boots that are super sealed around the bottom and you're guaranteed not to get any water in. So we've seen these from the likes of Chloe last year, who have the dreamy Betty boot, which I have added to my basket many times. And then I've been like, no, refrain from buying a £300 pair of boots, Nina. You don't need any more right now. But they are so gorgeous. I absolutely love them. I'll try and find some cheaper alternatives and link them below as well, because I know there are some out there. But yeah, if you have something of this kind, like this rubber PVC style, then that's absolutely perfect to wear in the rain. If you are a country girl, then obviously Hunter Wellies personally are the best. My mum literally lives in wellies. I think she's got about 15 pairs of Hunter Wellies at home. Hence why I don't have any here, because I just wear all hers when I go home. But the classic black pair are just beautiful, especially the glossy ones with the slimmer fit. They're just so nice to wear. So if you do live in the countryside and you're taking your dog on a walk a lot, or if you're going on a lot more country walks, I definitely advise wearing those. But if, like me, you are a city gal, then I'm going to show you some of my favourite boots now. First up are my newest addition, and these are my chunky boots from Asra London. These are perfect in rainy weather. They are 100% leather, so be sure to add some protection on as well so you don't get any water spots. But the chunky sole is great, and you can see on here that the stitching is really well made. So you're not going to get any leaks or anything in there. I actually wore these at the weekend and they were amazing. No leaks, super dry feet. And I like the fact that they go quite high up your leg as well. So your coats are probably going to come to about here or just above. So you're going to be nice and protected as well when wearing those. One thing I would say about leather shoes is make sure you dry them quickly when you get home. So I'll just pop them underneath one of the radiators and just give them a wipe so that I'm not going to get any damage to these. Next up, I've got my trusty Topshop ones, which I have had for years. So these have been out in rain, hail, snow, and they've kept me nice and dry, so I know these are well made. So these aren't 100% leather, but they are a really good PU leather and they're super comfortable. So if you have these, if you have something like these or Doc Martens, they would be perfect to wear as well. So these are slightly lower in the leg, so wearing with leggings or jeans that are going to fit over the top would be perfect to wear with these as well. Next up, we've got these PU leather calf boots from New Look. So these are old, but I think they've brought out a similar pair. I will link them below if they have them. But these again have been worn in rain, hail and snow, and they've done me so well. We've got the additional seaming on here, and they're really great to wear with like your knit dresses, your midi skirts, and those kind of styles where you're going to be protected all the way up your leg, and then your jacket can go over the top. Going on to more formal boots, I've got these ones here which are just a beautiful olive colour. These are from Charles & Keith, and this is a pair of boots that I would wear with midi skirts, jeans, leather trousers. They just look stunning with those kind of styles, and the heel height is perfect as well. So these are another PU option which would be perfect for more formal occasions. Finally, my knee-high New Look croc boots. These are again from last year, and I've also got them in the smooth grain as well, because these boots are so comfortable. Guaranteed no rain is going to get in there. They're super high on your leg, and these again look great with wet look leggings, midi skirts, knit dresses, and they're a great alternative to heels if you want something a little bit more formal. So next up is trainers. So you have to be super careful with what trainers you select on a rainy day, because I've been there. I've worn the ones with perforation holes in and they've gone through, and I've had wet socks all day, and there is nothing worse. Also avoid anything with suede. Do not wear suede, please, in the rain. It will ruin your trainers, trust me. I've been there, done that, had to bin them, and they were lovely comfy trainers. So I've got two pairs that are my go-to, which again I've tried and tested, and I have dry feet every time. First up is my trusty Converse, and no, not the canvas ones, because that is not a good idea at all. These are the leather ones. So they're just as comfy, just as great, just as classic. And I invested in these a couple months ago to replace my other canvas ones actually. I just thought these would be more practical living in Manchester because we get so much rain. They protect my feet. The sole is glued, so no rain is gonna get in there. And they're just so comfortable. Everyone knows how comfortable Converse are. They are a shoe everyone should have in their wardrobe, and especially the leather pair if you live in a rainier climate. So I'll show you how I would style them on a rainy day and what pieces I would put them with. And next we've got a trainer from a small sustainable brand called Rationale, which I actually helped do the styling for their shoot. So yeah, it's been really nice to work alongside this brand. The trainers are so well made, so the seams are glued and stitched, so they're doubled up, not going to let any rain in there. It's a really nice ethical alternative to your Adidas or Nike. This is a really great minimal shoe to wear with your jeans and leather trousers. I will also show you how I style these with my lighter neutral tones as well. Those are my shoe options for a rainy day. I feel like I've covered quite a few bases there, from formal to casual to comfort. So if you guys have got anything like that in your wardrobe, definitely pull them out on a rainy day, and I will show you how to style them later on. Next up, we're going to talk about bags. So bags are a funny one, and something that I've never really thought about until I actually wore a really open bag on a rainy day, and my laptop and everything was just wet. So I'm going to talk through my top 4 that I go to for practicality, fitting everything in. If you're going out with the girls or a date night, then you can go for the more smaller bags, and I've got 2 options of those as well. First up, my newest addition, which is this bag from COS, and this is made from recyclable polyester, and it feels like it is a slightly waterproof fabric. Like it feels like the poly puffer fabric. So I'm gonna say it's waterproof, because I have used it in the rain and it's not soaked through. I'm gonna just double check on the website, because I don't want to falsely sell this to you guys and then you tell me your laptop was soaked. Well, let me just check. So it doesn't officially say on the website it's waterproof, but I've used it in the rain and it's been great. So nothing's got wet inside. And another great thing is that it's got a big zipper right on the top. So you're not gonna get any rain in there either. And when it's on your shoulder anyway, your arm's like covering the majority of it. So your things are gonna stay nice and dry with this one, and it's huge as well. It's like a Mary Poppins bag, it just keeps going on and on. I'm actually that short that when I try and reach for something, I can't reach the bottom, so yeah, that is short girl problems. Bag number 2 is for the days where you don't really have a lot of stuff, or you can use it for going out in the day, going into the evening. And this is my beloved Pelen bag. I love this bag. This is the Nano Mini. Because it's got a flat front, you're not gonna get any rain in there. These bits do slightly poke out, so just make sure they're tucked in, and then all your things inside will stay nice and dry. But as I've said on previous videos about this bag, this is a piece that I use across all seasons, and because it is a real grainy leather as well, I've used it in the rain and it's not got any damage on it. It's just incredible quality. So if you were looking for something like this, I definitely recommend Pelen as a brand. Really sorry, it's gone very dark all of a sudden. I think there's rain coming, ironically. Next up, again, another Pelen bag. I think this is the same grainy leather as the Nano. And this is a beautiful oversized bag. So you can wear it 2 ways. This way is probably better on drier days because it's going to be super open. But on the wetter days, you can tuck these in, tie them together, and then you've got a little popper inside. So everything is nice and enclosed in there. It is open, it doesn't have a zip, but once you pop it on your shoulder, your arm covers the majority of it anyway, so nothing is gonna get wet. Things will stay nice and dry in there. If you've got a bag similar to this that has a zip, great, use that one. And if you do have the option to fold the inners in, then you can do that as well, just to keep your things super protected. And finally, my little C by Chloe bag. She's an old girl now, this one. She's been through a lot. She's actually wearing a little bit now, but that is just general wear and tear. Again, this is a flat front style, so your thing is going to be nice and protected in there. It's a really nice one for date night, and it's just a simple, easy crossbody bag. So if you have something like this in your wardrobe, definitely pull that out and you can use that with all your outfits. I know I said 4, but I forgot this little one here, which is great in the rain. So this is from Mango, and it's my lovely little ruched banana bag. This too has a zip on the top, so it's perfect for keeping everything dry. This PU fabric is easily wipeable, as are the other ones. This is another great alternative if you want a smaller shoulder bag. So those were my top 5 bags that I would wear in the rain. And finally, the most important accessory, if you don't have a hood, is the brolly. Now, I am a nightmare for losing brollies. I leave them in taxis, I leave them in restaurants, I leave them in shops. I've even binned one before in a bag by accident, and it's just ridiculous. So I tend not to spend a lot of money on a brolly. I'd probably spend around £10 for a decent one that's not going to break. Another tip I actually have for buying brollies is buy them in the sale. So I got a really, really good one from Cath Kidston. It was in this like beautiful neutral floral, and it was like the sturdiest brolly I ever had. And I left it in a taxi. So I think I got it for about £12, but I think they range between like 20 and 30, which is quite expensive for an umbrella. Get them in the sale and read the reviews as well. Make sure they're sturdy and don't spend too much on one, because if you're like me and leave them everywhere, you're going to be buying one every couple of months. Now I'm going to go on to styling some outfits for you guys. I'm going to cover practicality, obviously. I'm going to cover some more formal looks, some casual looks, and some everyday looks. So hopefully this inspires you to look in your wardrobe and see what you've got, and see if you can play around with some old things, maybe perhaps buy some new things that I've mentioned today, so then you're all set for a rainy day. First up, we've got my trusty Stutterheim raincoat. I've styled it with my go-to basics, a striped top, black jeans and leather Converse. Because of the minimal style, this jacket would go with almost anything, but I like to style it best with these items. For added warmth, I've popped on a beanie hat and you can layer the hood over the top. Next, we've got the padded puffer coat. Here I've created a casual look by teaming my black hoodie with my jersey leggings, chunky boots and oversized cos bag. This is a super cozy look for those colder rainy days and a go-to look of mine for dog walks. As soon as I put this coat on, Bruno always thinks he's off out for a walk. For the next look, I've styled an outfit perfect for the city or countryside. If it's too cold for bare legs, team this with some opaque tights for extra warmth. The great thing about this look is that if it's a warm day but rainy, you can close the coat to cover any bare legs. Don't be afraid to wear lighter coloured trousers in the rain. As long as they are covered with your coat or in a leather look fabric for an easy clean, then they won't get damaged. I've gone for a softer look and paired these with shades of blue, an off-white matching bag and my Converse. Keeping in with the lighter trouser theme, I've paired my camel trousers with my trench for a neutral look. As you can see, the trench is very long, so once it's tied, the trousers will be protected. The back panel also offers extra protection for those pesky puddles. Here I've teamed them with my Rationale trainers for ultimate comfort. For a more dressier look, I've paired it with my PU trousers and a heel boot. With the split at the front of the trousers, this shows off the boot while still keeping you nice and dry. I've then layered my vest knit over a shirt for extra warmth. Now onto the PU trench coats. I've gone for a head to toe neutral look with this one and teamed it with my cozy knit dress. This is long sleeved and high neck, so you'll be nice and warm underneath. I've teamed it with my olive heeled boots and a soft green bag. This is a great one to wear for the day if you're heading out for dinner afterwards. Just don't forget that umbrella. Next up, the burgundy trench. As this is an oversized fit, this is where you can play around with lots of layering. I've paired this with my white shirt, black vest top and PU shorts. I've added some opaque tights for extra warmth and finished the look with my chunky boots. This is definitely one of my go-to looks for autumn and is the perfect smart casual look for daytime. This trench was made for the evenings. Team it with black neutrals or even the same colour for a tonal look. I've styled my go-to skirt for an evening look, the satin midi. I've teamed it with a sleeveless high neck knit, black and gold belt and heeled knee-high boots for a classy date night look. Once it's tied, everything is covered so you'll be kept nice and dry from taxi to dinner. And finally, don't be afraid to wear head-to-toe leather look fabrics. Mixing different textures and tones adds interest to the outfit. So here I've teamed my buttery soft olive blazer with my textured vinyl trousers, textured olive boots and a knit top. This look is perfect for those day to night looks when you don't necessarily want to take a coat out with you, but you still want to stay dry. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This was a fun one to film and something a little bit different, but also very practical as well. So yes, let me know what you thought in the comments below and I will see you very soon.